This is second part of my lecture on antibodies. In the first part of this lecture, we have seen the isotypes of the immunoglobulins, and in this part we will see the types of antibodies which are based on their production from the lymphocytes. In this diagram we can see there is a red colored tubular part which is representing an antigen, and there are three types of epitopes on these antigens. One is green colored square shaped, one is yellow colored circle, and other is red colored triangular. These are three different epitopes. Now let us see what is the difference between the monoclonal and the polyclonal antibodies. Here are two antibodies which are binding with the same antigen at the same epitope through their paratops. ये इन antibodies के paratops हैं और ये इन antigens के epitopes हैं जिनके साथ ये bind कर रही हैं. As you can see कि both the antibodies are binding with the same epitopes on the same antigen. इस तरह की antibodies को कहा जाता है monoclonal antibodies which have high specificity to same epitope on antigen. While here we can see there are three antibodies which are binding with the same antigen but at different epitopes. ये वाली antigen bind कर रही है triangular shaped epitope के साथ. This one is binding with the square shaped epitope. So such type of antibodies which bind with the same antigen but at different epitopes are known as polyclonal antibodies because they have multi-epitope specificity. Polyclonal antibodies are a mixture of heterogeneous antibodies which are produced from B cells which are clones from different parent cells. ये एक ही एंटीजन, एक ही टाइप ऑफ एंटीजन से एक्सपोजर के रिस्पॉन्स में प्रोड्यूस होती हैं, लेकिन चूँकि ये डिफरेंट क्लोन्स डिफरेंट सेल्स से प्रोड्यूस होती हैं, जो ऐसे बी सेल से प्रोड्यूस होती हैं जो कि डिफरेंट पेरेंट सेल से बने होते हैं, इसलिए ये एक दूसरे से डिफरेंट होती हैं, स्लाइटली डिफरेंट होती हैं इन देयर रिकग्निशन ऑफ द एपिटोप्स ऑफ द सेम एंटीजन, और ये रिकग्नाइज कर सकती हैं और बाइंड कर सकती हैं टू मैनी डिफरेंट एपिटोप्स के साथ ऑफ अ सिंगल एंटीजन. नाउ लेट अस सी हाउ आर दे प्रोड्यूस्ड. द प्रोडक्शन ऑफ polyclonal antibodies is performed by injecting the antigen into an animal, and after being injected with a specific antigen to elicit a primary immune response, then the animal is given a secondary, even tertiary immunization to produce the higher proportions of a particular of antibodies against a particular antigen. And after immunization, जो polyclonal antibodies होती हैं, इनको हम सीरम से कलेक्ट कर लेते हैं. First we collect the blood and then we separate the serum. Now there are वेरियस एंटीबॉडीज़. एक वो एंटीबॉडीज़ हैं जो कि हमारी दी हुई एंटीजन के रिस्पॉन्स पे प्रोड्यूस हुई हैं, और एक वो एंटीबॉडीज़ हैं जो उसके अलावा मौजूद हैं. इन ऑर्डर टू सेपरेट दिस टू टाइप्स ऑफ एंटीबॉडीज़ वी विल पास दिस सीरम थ्रू द सिफेरोस बीड्स ऑन विच दैट स्पेसिफिक एंटीजन इज इमोबिलाइज्ड. तो वो एंटीबॉडीज़ जो सिफेरोस बीड्स पे बाइंड कर जाएंगी वो सेपरेट कर ली जाएंगी बाकी की एंटीबॉडीज से दैट डू नॉट रिकग्नाइज दैट एंटीजन, and these antigen specific antibodies will then be purified, and these are polyclonal antibodies. While monoclonal antibodies are antibodies that are generated by identical B cells which are clones from a single parent cell. This means that monoclonal antibodies have monovalent affinity and only recognize the same epitope of a single antigen. Now how the monoclonal antibodies are produced? They are produced ex vivo. ऑर्गेनिज्म की बॉडी से बाहर इनको प्रोड्यूस किया जाता है, and it involves tissue culture technique. The process begins with an injection of the desired antigen into an animal, which is often a mouse. The exposure to the antigen may be performed multiple times, and once animal develops an immune response, then the B cell producing इसके बी सेल प्रोड्यूसिंग कोई एक स्प्लीन से सेल ले लिया जाता है जो बी लिम्फोसाइट्स को प्रोड्यूस कर रहा होता है, और फिर एक ह्यूमन माइलोमा सेल विच इज़ अ ट्यूमर सेल, और हमें पता है कि जो ट्यूमर सेल होता है दीज आर इमॉर्टल, दे कैन डिवाइड अनकंट्रोलेबली. सो इन दोनों सेल्स को फिर हम फ्यूज करते हैं एंड द सेल विच इज प्रोड्यूस्ड बाय द फ्यूजन ऑफ द बी सेल्स प्रोड्यूसिंग स्प्लीन सेल एंड द ह्यूमन माइलोमा सेल, दिस इज नोन एज we can call this cell product as the immortalized B cell myeloma hybridomas, because they have the potential of dividing uncontrollably just like a myeloma cell. Hybridomas are produced by injecting a specific antigen into a mouse, collecting an antibody producing cell from the mouse spleen and fusing it with the tumor cell called a myeloma cell. अब ये जो hybridomas हैं, they all are identical. This can divide uncontrollably through the tissue, through the culturing. So these hybridomas are grown in the culture, or all the cells which will be produced, they will be identical with each other, they will be clones of each other. So all of these hybridomas will produce same type of antibodies, and these antibodies are known as cloned monoclonal antibodies, which are then secreted, and these cells are then secreted for these desired antibodies. Now, what are the advantages of monoclonal antibodies? They have a short production time and low cost, highly stable and tolerant of pH or buffer changes, and they have high affinity. Since the antibodies bind to more than one epitope, they can help amplify the signal from target protein even with low expression level, and they are tolerant of minor changes of antigens. Like polyclonal antibodies are less sensitive to antigen changes if there is slight denaturation or there is polymorphism or heterogeneity of glycosylation as compared to monoclonal antibodies. While disadvantages include they have higher potential for cross reactivity, and they have the affinity purification of the serum will typically be required to minimize the cross reactivity, and high variability between different batches produced in different animals at different times. Monoclonal antibodies, its advantages include they have highly specific recognition of only one epitope of an antigen, and they have the immortal hybridoma cell lines have the ability to produce unlimited quantities of antibodies, high consistency among the experiments, minimal background noise, and cross reactivity is also minimum. They are excellent for affinity purification. While disadvantages include developing a monoclonal takes time, and it requires high technical skills, and they can produce large amounts of specific antibodies but may be too specific to detect in across a range of species, and these are vulnerable to change of epitope. Even एक slight सा change अगर antigen की structure में आ जाएगा तो they will not be able to bind. They will not be able to bind that specific antigen. Now the applications, the polyclonal antibodies due to lack of specificity and cross reactivity cannot be used in treatment of cancer, and ideal reagents in diagnostic assays and hemagglutination reactions due to their ability to recognize different epitopes of a target molecule, and they can be used in the detection of unknown antigens, like they are used as secondary antibody in immunoassays, for example ELISA, Western blotting, microarray assays, immunohistochemistry, flow cytometry. Their role is to bind to different epitopes and amplify the signal, leading to better detection. The monoclonal antibodies are used as medicine. They have ability to find and target specific molecules. Fc regions are initially tagged with markers and are used to discover cell surface components, for example OKT3, also called as muromonab. They are used in treatment of cancer. They are used as vectors to bring drug to the target cell, for example a cancerous cell. When the antibody drug conjugates meet the target cell, the drug is released and exerts its effect. These are used as primary antibodies in immunoassays due to their ability of specifically binding to a single epitope of an antigen. Thank you.